Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you my little mini Oreo cheesecakes. Now the reason I'm making this recipe is because recently I showed you a confetti birthday cake and I asked you what your favorite cake is and what you would like to eat on your birthday for your birthday cake, and one of my really sweet subscribers said that their birthday is coming up and they really wanted me to make some Oreo cheesecakes because that's their favorite. So that's what we're making today. They're really easy and simple to do, but I love Oreos, love cheesecake, and this just couldn't be any easier. Let me take you over the ingredients so we can get started. You'll need some cream cheese that's been softened to room temperature, granulated sugar, some eggs. I've got some crushed up Oreos, plus you'll need a few more, a little sour cream, some vanilla extract, and I also have a small little pinch of salt in with the sugar. I have a 12-piece muffin tin back there that I've sprayed with some non-stick cooking spray, and I put an Oreo in each one. And then I also have my oven preheated to 350. We're ready to roll. So easy and so simple. In my standing mixer that I have fitted with a paddle attachment, I'm going to add in my cream cheese, and it's really important that your cream cheese is softened to room temperature because you don't want any lumps of cream cheese running through this. You want everything to be really nice and smooth. And I'm just going to give that a heads up and let it mix for about 30 seconds just to kind of get it going before we add in our remaining ingredients. I'm going to add in my sour cream. And you need a little sour cream. I think it makes the biggest difference. And I'm also going to add in my eggs and my sugar, pretty much everything else, with a little pinch of salt and some vanilla. And now I'm going to mix this together until everything is really nice and creamy. And I am going to scrape down the sides of the bowl every so often because I want everything to just be really creamy. I don't want any lumps here or lumps there. I want it to be really well combined, and sometimes it's necessary to just scrape down the sides of the bowl just a couple times to ensure that it all comes out good. Just adding my Oreo crumbs. Now that's really an optional step. If you don't really have to add them in there because we do have the Oreo base, but why stop at the base when you can have some in? That's my motto. I'm just going to scrape this off the paddle attachment. I want to scrape off as much as I can. Get my bowl out and then just give everything a really good mix from the bottom. And then just using an ice cream scoop, divide your batter evenly. These babies are going to go into the oven at 350 for 20 minutes, and then we're going to let them cool on the counter until they're about room temperature. Pop them in the fridge for a few hours or until they're completely cold and chilled, and we'll be ready to eat. My little mini cheesecake baked for about 16 minutes. They looked perfect to me around the 15-minute mark. You want the top to just be set, and then you want to let them cool completely on the counter before popping them in the fridge for several hours to cool completely. Now you'll see that they're lightly golden around the edges. Now if you were to use a muffin liner, you wouldn't get any sort of dark around the edges. So that's really up to you. I tend to not use a muffin liner when I'm making mini cheesecakes, just because I think they come out a little bit easier. But that's about it. And the thing I love most about it is that the bottom, which is the cookie, keeps its crunch. Like it doesn't get all soggy, which I like. I like a little bit of texture. But it's a slightly chewy. That is gorgeous and creamy and delicious, and everything that's good in the world is in this little package. I love this. I finish it off with like a little bit of a piece of Oreo cookie or a whole Oreo cookie on top so people can tell that it's an Oreo mini cheesecake, and that's it. Super simple and easy to make. Look how cute. LauraInTheKitchen.com will have the recipe waiting for you. I hope you've enjoyed spending time with me. I'm so excited I can hardly take it anymore. I hope you've enjoyed spending time with me, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.